Hey everyone, it's Sometimes, and welcome back to another episode of my deck list didn't import right, and it gave the wrong art, so now I need to change my arts. That's right, live imported the wrong art of Choice Spell, and now I need to do that. So that's fun. But yeah, this is an interesting deck. It's another Arceus list. This one with Umbreon, but it has a few interesting things. It has a 1/1 Flying Pikachu that's not that crazy, but certainly gives it a bit more oomph, and it is good. 2/2 Umbreon, 4/3 Arceus. And we have a 1/1 Lucario V Star. So Lucario V is whatever. Crushing Punch is moderately interesting for two colorless on a basic. You do 50, which is an awful with a double turbo. You're going to be hitting 30. You discard a special energy from your opponent's active and Cyclone Hit does 120 for 3, which is all right. It's not the best thing in the world, but with a Choice Belt, it can one-shot an Arceus V Star without a Choice Belt, it can one-shot a V, it's fine. But it's not that good. But then Lucario V Star's attack here, Fighting Knuckle. If your opponent's active is a V, it does 120 more, so you're going to be hitting 240, 220, whatever. Which is pretty solid. You can one-shot basic Vs, and or a Star here does 70 for each energy attached to all your opponent's Pokemon. Obviously, it's a V-Star power, so you're probably not going to be using it too much, where the Arceus is going to be using its V-Star power, but it's still not awful. It can definitely grab KOs against Gardevoir in particular, Lugia. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is good or not. Or if something like, hey, say, Decidueye or Aerodactyl is better. I think those are probably two very good fighting lines, but I just wanted to try this deck out, and we'll see how it goes. I've actually been playing a lot of Arceus recently, so I'm looking forward to this. And you know what? I'm going to change the art of research to the objectively better Professor Juniper. This list plays Adventures of Discovery as well. Just kind of interesting. It's fine. With Umbreon, it kind of makes sense. But let's just hop into a game or two. And I don't think we selected the deck. I've pretty much just been playing Ting Lu as well, because Ting Lu's all over the place. We need to attach 3 tools. Let's re-roll that. Evolve 4 Pokemon. You know what? We can do that today's video. I'm also not very far up the ladder, but I think we'll see some decently solid decks. We'll see. And it doesn't really match you up against people of your same rank anyways, so it's whatever. We found a game quick though, so Live's honestly in an okay state. It's not great. I mean, as you know, I made a diss track about it. It's so bad, but with Twin Leaf coming out soon, that's interesting. But I don't know if it'll be better than Live or not, or if it's just an alternative or just bad. So that's something that's on the radar, and I've been thinking about a little. I've done an update video, and I may do some in the future again. Makes nice shorts as well. But let's see what our opponent's running here. And this hand is bad. So, we do see their deck, and they see our deck. Let's see what they're running. We didn't give away exactly what we're running. They probably know where. They might think we're running Arceus, Umbreon Duraludon, Dumbreon as they call it. And so they're playing Irida. I'm going to guess it's Chandrab Excalibur. Could be something else, though. So we start Arceus, and I think we're going second, which isn't great. But this hand isn't awful either. I'm not actually sure what to do with this hand, if they're going to KO our Arceus, what exactly is going on here. Something like the Flying Pikachu is pretty good here, so I might get that into play. We can rope. Let's see what they got going on, though. Looks like they already do have, I'm assuming, Radiant Greninja. Oh, that could be bad. That could mean they have so much going on. We're nervous if they have Battle BP Pass to grab the, obviously, not the Excalibur, the Frigibax out of the deck. And attach. Do we see a pass? That should be super good if we just see a pass. I'm surprised they didn't go for the Frigibax. Okay, it looks like their hand wasn't that good, though. So I'm liking this position a lot, actually. Could research this hand away. That's kind of sketchy, though, because, I mean, it's not like... We don't really want to get rid of all these cards, let's be honest. But, Umbreon won't be great this matchup, but we can gust with it. So it's kind of cool. Arceus is obviously good. It's the whole point of the deck. Flying Pikachu is also very nice. It's something we will be wanting to set up in this matchup if we can. But I think right now I just grabbed the Arceus V and then research. Or I could grab the Flying Pikachu. How many energies do we got in deck? The list plays a solid chunk. We have all our lightnings. I'll just slam the Flying Pikachu down. I'm going to rope to disrupt them a little. And I guess I'll get rid of all these energies. And the Umbreon, I don't think it's the end of the world. If we miss energy, it will be not great. Oh, but we hit it. Nice. So we have Umbreon as well, which I'll bench. I think it's cool. And And now their Greninja's kind of stuck in the active. It's not that stuck, but it's kind of stuck. And I really love this setup now. So we can just go Trinity Charge. If our Pikachu dies, that's kind of bad. Do I need the Darks? Yeah, the Darks are actually kind of all right. Honestly, I don't know why it plays so many Lightning Energies. It's kind of, I guess it doesn't play that many, but I'm just going to send them all to Pikachu because they don't really belong anywhere else, and we're sticking all this on Pikachu. So I have no problem with that. And we want that guy get set up because it's immune to basics, right? And also hits Lightning Weakness, which can be good. Let's see, do we run Path? Yeah, we run 2 Path, 2 Lost City. So Lost City could theoretically be good. Okay, and they are running the Arceus build with presumably a 1-1 Arceus. I think I made a video about it. I honestly don't remember if that video's been uploaded yet, but we'll see. And so they are benching that Arceus, which is fine, certainly, but they're going to Iono us, so it's a bit annoying, but our hand should probably just be fine on the other side of this as well. Yeah, this hand's all right. It's not great. It could definitely be better, but they don't have much going on either, it doesn't look like, so that's fine. Yeah, we see they are going to grab some more energies. I don't remember if they've rated Greninja yet. They have not, so I'm happy it does show that you the like debuffs and or effects on the card. I don't know if debuffs and buffs is the right term, but it shows you what the card has going on here, which is cool. It's honestly so good and so nice. But honestly, speaking of nice, yeah, the hand's pretty bad. Judge is not what we need here. We can Iono them. That's fine. Nest Ball. Honestly, most of this is pretty bad. I could Choice Belt. I don't know. I don't really think we need to Choice Belt much of anything here. I guess I could Choice Belt Arceus because, it's fine. Nest Ball. Radiant Alakazam's kind of fun to get into play, but it's probably not that useful. I don't hate putting another Arceus into play, though. It gives us theoretically better options in the future, and we need to shuffle our deck anyway, so I think that's fine, and I really hope we hit a Flying Pikachu, and Arceus V-Star obviously would work as well. Yeah, that's very good. So I could just retreat. Do we have more switches? I'm also looking at a list on the other tab, and we do. Possibly. I didn't actually check the prizes. I think playing Lost City is kind of useless. I could actually path them, though. That's kind of cool. I'll get rid of Ultra Ball Lost City. And we're going to grab Arceus out of the deck, and then we're going to grab Path Switch. Yes, so we do have Switch in deck. We can attach the Double Turbo to, say, the Umbreon. I don't think it matters too much. And then we want to start walling. So I'm going to go, like Lucario could be good to target down their Umbreon, but I'm not too worried about it. Actually, instead of the switch, I'm just going to grab Path and Boss, giving us a little bit more versatility in the future, but I think Boss is just quite good. So we'll do those. Path is just really good here, and we can retreat, but then after retreating, we just stick another Double Turbo on, so even if they miraculously one-shot our Flying Pikachu here, we're probably fine. I think this is a winning game, and our opponent will probably scoop soon. And we're just kind of chilling at this point. They could pull out some weird thing, like I honestly don't know. Oh, looks like Path is going away. The guy would have researched that. Looks like their hand is actually pretty solid. That's obviously a good card. We could Boss. We kind of want to target down Arceus because it's pretty good against Flying Pikachu. Also, how many energies are they down? Certainly getting energy in the discard for superior energy retrieval is kind of cool, but I don't know. Six is a substantial amount, more than you're looking to get down in the discard. Ooh, a fancy Chen Pao, a kind of weird looking one. It's very busy in my opinion. That's not awful, but Chen Pao itself is a little small, and the card for a full art type card. Anyways, it looks like they can't really do too much here. We're gonna see Irida. That's it. I wonder if they're gonna grab possibly Ultra Ball. We could see Cross Switch. I'm wondering if they run that. Based on what they played so far, I honestly have no idea. If they just get a Frigibax into play, and only one of that, we can Boss KO it, which would be super solid. It depends exactly what else they get set up. If they, for some reason, play Palkia as well, that'd be kind of weird, but that'd be kind of scary. We see the Arceus. I'm pretty sure they don't play Melanie, which would allow them to get more energy into play. Also, they wouldn't be able to Gust if they played Melanie. Well, they wouldn't be able to boss if they played Melanie. If they played Cross Switcher, they could, but realistically, them playing Melanie and Cross Switcher and like all this stuff seems very unlikely. But yeah, they are down on research as well. Irida and Iona, so down 3 supporters. But they just passed. Okay, so that's fine. We hit a Dark Energy. That'll go. I think we're down a lot of Dark Energies, so I'll stick it on Umbreon just because, attacking school. We could even theoretically trap something with Mean Look. But yeah, we're going to KO their Frigibacks now. This does open up, like, we don't KO this Chien-Pao, which isn't ideal, but that's something we'd like to KO. But they did bump paths, so we do have access to the Umbreon. One string of the game, we would discard the other Umbreon. So, yeah, Ultra Ball, that's cool. That gives us a Gust, I suppose, but we will lose our whole hand if we do that as well. They actually send up the Chien-Pao with the energy. It does allow them to attack, but at the same time, it's about to die, which isn't great. I really don't think they can get through this Flying Pikachu ever. They could theoretically gust around us 3 times, which is something, but it'll be an uphill battle for them, I imagine. Irida, we can actually Iono them as well to what I assumed would be a smaller hand. We'll see if that's actually the case. Do they have 2 Frigibaxes? Like, if they don't have 2 Frigibaxes, they probably should have Radiant Greninja first. Unless they're out of energy, they actually have 8 energies committed. 8 energies not in deck. But I imagine they probably play like 10. I haven't been super focused on the list right now, though. I'm going to KO Frigibax again. Oh, we top decked a boss. That's pretty insane. Okay, well, now we have 3 Gusts in a row, which is really nice. And yeah, there goes Frigibax again. Sorry to say, Frigibax, you are like not doing too well. Chien-Pao is like all right. I think it's one of the top decks, but also it's kind of inconsistent. And against certain things, it really struggles. Flying Pikachu is not a pleasant sight, but also there are definitely times when the when the Chien-Pao just beats the Arceus deck to the punch and is able to KO the Flying Pikachus before the Arceus player can get them set up. That's actually why I often like to play. Okay, we see one more Frigibax, but they've also not been attaching energies, so yeah, that's kind of sketchy. Again, this isn't good for them. They've got Lumineon. Wow, they could, I guess, Iono us. They could gust us up. Gusting us up would actually not be super fun for us. We do have a switch left in deck, I think. Yeah, and then, of course, we have energies. We have 2 double turbos. I'm pretty sure we play 4. I don't know if they're in deck, but I know we play them. So they are, yeah, going to grab boss's orders to gust us up. I'm assuming that Arceus V, yeah, that's fine, I suppose. No need. I'm not going to gust the Frigibax, I don't think. We'll see what we top deck, though. Wow, it looks like they might actually be out of energies. So Iono's fine here. Oh, wow, they actually are going to attack us. That's kind of weird. I suppose it's fine with, like, the energy retrievals and stuff, but a bit surprising. Oh, we top deck a double turbo energy. Okay, that's good. We can kill the Frigibax again, so I think I'll do that. And then they'll probably quit. We are going to lose the Iono, so we could just KO the Chien-Pao, which is actually probably fine as well. I'm trying to think the safer route to go down here. So if we, I think I'll just KO the Chien-Pao. Then we can KO the Lumineon, because Lumineon, I don't think they're going to get powered up. They can certainly pop off, but I can't really see them popping off and KOing our Flying Pikachu. Of course, going after Frigibax is nice, but they could definitely gust again. They're down, I think, is it 1 boss or 2? Yeah, no, okay, I'll go. I'm not going to Iono them. I don't think that makes a ton of sense. But I'll just max Balloon and go and take the KO and probably win next turn. Not guaranteed to win next turn, but highly likely. Also, we don't play Lumineon, which is, it's fine. Oh, we hit double turbo. That's nice. So I think that's our last double turbo. Yeah, so we did actually prize one of them, but Superior. They can certainly hit a lot of damage here. And they did play Canceling Clone, but it doesn't help them hit through Flying Pikachu in this case. So they got 4 energy back. Again, there's like the annoying glitch where it doesn't show you what they're getting back, but luckily here it doesn't matter. They're really probably looking to gust Umbreon, which is fine. If they rope Gust and KO Flying Pikachu, that's not great. But I think we might actually still have game in hand. So I think they're going to really struggle to win this one. I mean, they're down so many prizes, and their board state's not great by any means either. They kind of have what they need, but they're also out of like all their energies. So, what do they play 2 energy retrievals, superior energy retrievals. They probably play 4, if I had to guess. I could play 3, could play a regular retrieval, and regular energy retrieval, energy recycler. Yeah, right now, really, though, not much is happening. They're like powering up guys. Do they have boss now? Because they can't hit us. And then we win. Yeah, so we win. That's fun. I enjoy winning. That's why I play, because I always win. So, yeah, I'm going to grab Umbreon here, gust up that Luminion, which we're just going to obliterate. So, yep, that's fun. GG's to my opponent. That was actually, like, not a great game. And they really did not draw well, and we were able to set up pretty well. We drew decently well. The deck tends to draw decently well. We play Arceus. They play a 1-1, but that's not very consistent. We play a 4-3. So, yeah, we were able to win that game pretty handily there. But, it could have gone differently, but it didn't. So, I'll take it. And we need to, I think, evolve one more time. And then we can get the daily challenge. Let's go. But let's see what we run into with this next time. I'd love to be able to show off the Lucario, but I'm not sure if it's great either. It's kind of good against various Vs, but at the same time, like, Arceus does almost as much damage and accelerates all the energy, and is kind of like your draw engine main attacker. Has the most HP as well. Only 10 more than Lucario, but it's still very good. So we'll see what the matchup is. If we're against, I don't really know what I'm hoping to be against here. I guess the deck can pretty much beat whatever. It kind of struggles against Gardevoir, though. I definitely like the Alolan Vulpix against Gardevoir. Certainly, the Umbreon's like decent, but it's not the best thing in the world. Also, this hand is kind of sketchy. But we have research and some basics. Nothing that we hate getting rid of. Yeah, their start is not great, I don't think. Maybe they got some miraculous hand behind this. Mesa Goza. Oh, wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. But it's what we see, and they get unlucky yet again. So they now have, it looks like, not much going on. Let's see if they actually stick this game out more than a couple of turns, because this looks bad. And again, kind of like the other game match where our opponent doesn't get to do much. But Arceus is just pretty consistent. It's not hyper consistent. It just depends how many supporters you throw in. Nest Ball. So I guess I'll Mesa Goza. I can Mesa Goza after, right? I think grabbing Flying Pikachu is kind of cool here. I don't know exactly what they're running, but I'll bench that. I'll bench Umbreon, and I'm just going to get rid of the Lucario, the only interesting part of the deck, because, like, actually I'll Mesa Goza first, and I'll grab an Arceus as well, because that could be useful. Obviously, Mesa Goza after it could also be useful, but I honestly, like, who knows what's going to happen, if it's going to stick around or whatever. So I'll just grab a Arceus. We actually do get lucky there, and I'll rope and send up the Flying Pikachu as well. That could theoretically be useful if we hit a Lightning Energy, but I'd still probably attach that to Arceus. So I'll just research. Getting rid of that Lucario again, I don't think it's very good. And we actually do hit, we hit Lost City. I'll play that. This hand isn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it's not bad either. And we can go and power up. Let's see. So Umbreon is going to be 10 short here. I'll probably actually, Lucario could have been okay, but so is Flying Pikachu. So I'll Trinity Charge to, let's see, I'll get 3 Lightning Energies. That seems fine. And we could grab the Fighting as well. But what are our other attackers? We have, I guess we can attack with the Fighting for Hawlucha, which is, I mean, it's really bad. That doesn't seem like a good play, like, ever, but it's a play we have. And I'll put 2 of these on Flying Pikachu. I guess I'll put all 3. If they remove the energy from Arceus, or if they mess with their hand by, like, judging us, that'd be kind of annoying, but let's be honest, it's probably fine, and it doesn't matter too much anyways. If we hit Arceus and we don't get pathed, we probably win. They have Arven, so they're going to just they're probably not just going to lose this turn. I think, they're going to grab Nest Ball, and a bit of a shiny choice. But also this Arven looks really weird. Like, I don't know what's going on with his body. It looks just somewhat off in a way I can't describe. We're against Lugia. Okay, this is fine. We got rid of the Lucario. That should be fine. Flying Pikachu, if we can target the Lugia, that would be super awesome. Oh, they got the... Okay, they got Path down, and they got the V-Guard, which I believe is... Oh, nice. So V-Guard is after Weakness and Resistance. So we're going to be hitting 160 minus a bit. I honestly don't remember what that bit is. 160 minus 30. So then we're going to be hitting 320. I mean, we'll have the KO, right? It's fine. Belt on Flying Pikachu is not the best thing in the world. I think we can stick it on the Arceus V here, this benched one. I'll put the Fighting Energy active, and we can Iono our opponent. Their hand isn't great, but it wasn't the worst thing we've ever seen either. So I'll do that. I'll switch into Flying Pikachu as well. We could just go for Fly, but that seems a bit risky. A Fly actually will not grab the KO, but I don't really want to risk it on Fly either. That seems, well, risky. So I would have loved to Umbreon there as well, but we can't do that. But they've also passed themselves, so they may very well just be stuck as well. And this hand is, I don't really know how to, actually, no, this is fine. I'm going to get rid of Umbreon. And I'll get rid of, this is actually a pretty solid hand. I'll get rid of Radiant Alakazam, I think. It's kind of a useful tool to preserve damage and stuff, but the Adventures Discovery is quite nice as well. So I'll do this, grab the Arceus, and we can just go and take a KO the old-fashioned way by just dealing lots of damage with Arceus. So that's pretty cool. We could set up the other Arceus, which I don't hate. I don't really hate that at all. I'm actually going to stick one Dark here on... Actually, I don't really want to attack with, like, Umbreon at all. That seems kind of bad. It's not... I'm trying to think what they could play, and I don't really think it's ever the best attacker. I'm pretty sure Flying Pikachu is usually the best attacker, or Arceus. So, yeah, we'll see what we grab with the prizes, though. And, again, we're in a good spot. We did increase their hand, make it a bit better. But, we have Lost City now. That could be cool. Probably won't be, but I think our Arceus will also live this turn. If it lives and they bump Path, we pretty much just a win, unless something crazy happens. But I'm feeling pretty good about our situation right now. We see a Lugia hit the board. Do they have Arceus in the discard? I don't think they do. No, they do not. So we'll see if they have the research. They might just have a stacked hand, or they may have an awful one. Luminion hitting the board. And also Old Cemetery. I'm not sure if that affects things too much. I don't know if this is the single strike build or not either, I don't think. If I had to guess, I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, so they're going to Professor Burnett, though. I hope they have... I personally, for me to win this game, I hope they don't have too much more beyond that. But for them to, for this to be a more competitive game, I hope they have more than just Accelerate some energies, because that's not going to get them that far. We're just going to probably KO them in return. So, and they're not going to KO us. Saying in return is kind of like, oh, wow, that's a lot of V-Guard energies. I'm not sure why they did that. I'm pretty sure it does not stack. Yeah, it can't be applied. So we'll just one-shot them and Flying Pikachu. We do need to hit it, but that's pretty much guaranteed with Arceus. I'll check if we have it in deck with Nest Ball. As I said, I don't remember. But, yeah, why did they stick all their V-Guard? V-Guard's so good in this matchup, too. A V-Guard energy on Luminion could be so good, because now we don't one-shot it with everything. We one-shot it with some things. Says we'll amount still, but not everything. Anyway, so they're going to not KO us, because they don't do that much. So, yeah, that's not too good for them. And then we can go and Flying Pikachu and win. We could Iono them. We could Gust, which seems kind of silly. I was going to say we prized the Flying Pikachu. We did prize the Flying Pikachu. Ooh. Not ideal, but not the end of the world either. I don't think I need to grab anything with Nest Ball. Good thing we checked about that first, though. So I could probably... I'm going to double turbo on Umbreon, as we really don't want to get, Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Stadium 2. Again, it doesn't matter, but the Old Cemetery. It's a thing, but it's just a whatever thing as well. We could... we have Adventures Discovery for the future as well, but I'll just boss here. And we'll grab up the Luminion and KO it, and I guess accelerate some energies or a single energy to Umbreon. Hopefully they don't... I don't really know what we're hoping for right now. But I think we're fine. They're probably going to... If they KO the Flying Pikachu, that's annoying. But we're still up on prizes. They are very close to killing this Arceus. But we do hit the Flying Pikachu out the prizes, which is nice. They send up Archeops. So I guess they're just planning on KOing the Arceus with Archeops, which is an okay play. Certainly it's not the worst one in the world, but obviously in this case, it doesn't matter. They're just going to lose if they do that play. So I wonder if they have anything else up their sleeve. They can't also make the Arceops bulkier. It doesn't matter too much, but because they've committed all the V-Guard energies, they can't do that. Speedwing, and now it's going to allow them to grab a KO. Getting rid of Lucky Energy. I feel like a Lucky Energy also isn't that good. It's not the worst thing in the world. You draw like a card every time a Pokemon with Lucky Energy is hidden. Oh, and they are playing a Single Strike. Okay, that's fine. Flying Pikachu is still the best bet here. It's weak to Grass as well. So yeah, I don't think the Lucario certainly in these games has not been able to pay off and pull its weight. I think Decidueye, Hisuian Decidueye V and V-Star is pretty good, as well as Aerodactyl V-Star. Aerodactyl V-Star is actually very good in this matchup, but Lugia is not the best deck in the game. So Hisuian Decidueye V-Star is also pretty good. It's good against like weird walling-based decks, but you don't run against the like if people play Mimikyu, then Hisuian Decidueye V-Star is actually super good. But at the same time, you can just play Alolan Vulpix V-Star, which is super good against not this matchup, but it's really good into Gardevoir. It's pretty good against Lost Zone. It's not like broken against Lost Zone, but Flying Pikachu is pretty broken against Lost Zone. Anyways, yeah, they're pretty much doing a whole lot of nothing. So it looks like we're gonna win and very soon. Like the Arceus is nice with the Choice Belt because we can just one-shot the Tyranitar, which is cool. But anyways, we're gonna Flying Pikachu VMAX. We have Umbreon in deck as well. I think we want to actually priced one as well, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Path, get that out of there. And we can grab Umbreon. And we can grab Flying Pikachu. Well, we have Flying Pikachu. We can play Flying Pikachu. Grab Umbreon. Gust up that boy Lugia. And we just one-shot. So, yeah, I think things are feeling pretty good. Oh, I thought they were actually doing better than they actually were. They're not doing well at all. But yeah, Max Bloom's still able to grab the KO, even though they have evolved and have 4 V-Guard energies on, which maybe they thought they stacked. They do not. But yeah, we were able to take home another game. Again, we played against Chin Pao and Lugia. They didn't draw too well, but you know what? If we set up and they don't, that kind of implies that this deck's decently consistent. It's only 2 games, but you know, it's just cool. Arceus is definitely my favorite deck right now as well. So I will have the list linked down below in the description. This is not my list, though really most Arceus lists are very similar. But yeah, we actually get a pack as well. So let's see if we pull anything. Hype, we get 50 coins. Yeah, no, we get 50 coins. Combi, no, not very good. Pincurchin, this one is not great. It's not the worst thing in the world, but not great. Primeape, this isn't a very good Primeape. Gothita, not whatever. It's whatever. Mischievous, I don't know if this is the best Mischievous. And, whoa, that's actually sick. Noivern EX full art. I have 2 of it, apparently. I think I have some of the regular. You know, I'm pretty stoked about that pull. But yeah, this deck is solid, right? It's not my. I don't think Lucario is good in this deck. I'll say that, but I think Flying Pikachu is good. Umbreon's good. Umbreon gives you nice gusting potential. It has to do with Adventure's Discovery. It's cool. I don't know if it's the best way. I personally like. I'll show off my list while I'm at it. But this list, the one I just played, is obviously pretty solid too. This one right here with a 2/2 Alolan Vulpix and a 2/2 or 3/2 Flying Pikachu in this case. Being that you'll pretty much never start Alolan Vulpix, which is actually quite good. This list is very solid. You can Flying Pikachu, which is very good in a number of matchups, as well as Alolan Vulpix pretty consistently. And it has a Hisuian Heavy Ball as well. I've gotten kind of messed up by not having that in the deck, so I figured to toss it in. Has a wide variety of statements as well. 2 Path, 2 Lost City, 2 and 1 Collapsed. You know, I like it. Tell me if you want a video covering this deck, though. It's a very streamlined build. It's quite consistent. Yeah, I don't know, but this is how I play it. Obviously, there are tons of other ways as well. But I hope you enjoyed that video with me showing off this other deck. And tell me what else you want to see, because there are some cool decks in the game right now. I don't think there's anything crazy, but it's some like that. The basic decks are still kind of interesting, which is nice. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd love if you subscribed. I'm going to be releasing a really cool GLC video soon. This is the Rise and Fall of GLC video, which I've been working on for quite a while. The prompt statement is coming. It's difficult, and it's not like the greatest thing I've ever produced, but actually it might be. Well, we'll see. But as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.